And that indoor air is 2 to like 5 times more polluted often than outdoor air. So when you see, now here you can kind of see all that stuff in the air, right? But there's only 2 ways to really clean, well, not even clean, to filter air, I should say. One is with an air purifier, one is with your lungs. I am a big fan of the Dyson air purifiers. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, it might sound weird. I'm really passionate about them because I was the mother who's let my kids pressure me. We got 2 really adorable bunnies, and then we realized I had a daughter who was an allergic. And guess what? Try and take a bunny away from a teenage girl. So, like, it's a whole, so I was really looking, my husband and I, seriously, no joke about it, we really thought we might get rid of the rabbits. It was a whole to-do, very traumatic for my kids. So we decided we were gonna get the best possible air purifiers in our house, and we came to Dyson. My Dyson, though, and we have them in various rooms of the house, and we're doing some other things too, but my Dyson does not do what this one does. It is a beautiful air purifier, but this is also a heater and it's a fan. So you can make your air warmer, you can make it cooler. It is also the best price I personally have ever seen because the unit itself at retail is $529, and that's what our original QVC price was. But what we did that was different is that we gave you the filter, which I think was like another $80. So we were basically saying for the price of Dyson, we're giving you the Dyson and the filter, which would get you probably like 2 years of filtration. Guess what though? We dropped the price a lot further. So instead of spending $610 at retail, you're getting this home for 5 easy payments of $80. We're saving you $210 and free shipping and handling. Debbie Fedekov is here with us. Debbie,
hi.
This is, first of all, way more advanced than the ones that I have at home, but it's got some features that like I personally have on mine that I love. So for instance, when you have air purifiers, you don't know when you need to use them.
Exactly.
This will just turn on when it detects that your air needs it.
Yes, air pollution is too tiny for us to see, but this has auto mode. So it will automatically sense that change in air quality and it will react and start cleaning your air. But that's not all. It's also going to bring comfort to your home. 365 days a year because it's a heater as well as a powerful
And by the way, I'm talking a lot about the air purification, but it's a really good heater. It's a really good fan. It moves when you're doing the heater and fan, like, I think, what is it, like 76 gallons per second of smooth, powerful airflow.
And it will show you on that LCD display what temperature your room is. You can set it and forget it. It's that powerful air multiplier technology that heats or cools the entire room because it is moving so much air and it's projecting that air forward. So it works efficiently and quickly. It also is always going to be cleaning the air. So whenever it's running, you are getting that clean, purified air that is so important. It can oscillate up to 350 degrees, so you can really, share this airflow throughout your entire space, which is incredible. It has a night mode, which means if you're a sensitive sleeper and you want to use this in your bedroom, the display will dim and the machine will run on its quietest settings. So it's got all the bells and whistles.
Like with the remote, like how this is even, so what's really great, like truly, you never have to say, I think I'll turn my air purifier on. It'll tell you. It also, see the animation, lets you know when it's time to put in the second filter we're sending you.
Right, because you're getting one filter inside the machine to come, and then you're also going to get that additional filter. It will let you know when it's time to change it. It will show you what's happening in real time with your air quality. Green is good. So this has been cleaning the air here in the studio, and then you can see it's getting it to be nice and green and good. It will give you that 24-hour index, and then it will also show you what kinds of pollution it's picking up. Whether
so is it pollen?
Pollen, exactly. Dust mites.
Oh, please don't ever show me dust mites.
You're going to be able to have all that information right at your fingertip. But let's show you how it works. Let's go over here because, like you said at the beginning, according to the EPA, the air inside our homes can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than the air outside. And many of us spend up to 90% of our time indoors. And especially this time of year, we close the windows, we shut the doors. And so all of that pollution gets trapped inside. From just our pets, the pet dander, the pollen, if we have flowers in our home, maybe we're turning on the stove and the cooking oil's getting into the air, the candles. Well, take a look at this. I'm gonna turn on our HP10, 3, 2, 1. So I just turned it on, and wait till you see, you can barely see my arm back here right now, but wait till you see in just a few seconds how quickly this is able to clean the air. And that's because all of the holes around the base of the unit are actively drawing in that dirty air. It's passing through that 360-degree glass HEPA filter with activated carbon, and then it's projecting that clean air out through the
there
top.
it is.
Look how quick that was. Isn't that amazing?
So I want to ask you this question because I bet you're thinking it. When you look at this unit, how big of a room can I put it in? So now mine does not have the heater and the fan, so you're ahead of the game. Mine is just the hair purifier, and I love it. But we got a couple in our house, one upstairs, one downstairs. How big of a room?
So as long as it's an open concept, it will do a very large area. I have one in my kitchen and family room area. And because you can oscillate this up to 350 degrees, it really can share that whole space.
So, but if you're like gonna keep your bedroom door closed or something, don't expect the one in the kitchen to purify your air in the bedroom.
And don't expect the one upstairs to purify downstairs.
And what were you showing right there?
Just showing the difference between a dirty filter, so one that has been in the machine for about a year, and one that's brand new and clean. And you can see the difference. And this is what's able to capture, the things that you were seeing on your screen.
Actually, can we go back to that list again that was on the screen? Because I really want to highlight that. Pollen, this is what takes out of your air. Pollen, bacteria, mold. For us at home, it was really important we got the pet dander out. It's really been great. Dust mites, spores, cooking oil, most smoke, most paint pigment. Now, I have noticed there have been times when I have sprayed hairspray in my bathroom and I've heard my Dyson air purifier go on in my bedroom.
Yes, that's because it has this auto mode feature. So right here on your remote control, you have all of your features. You're gonna be able to set your temperature with the red buttons all the way up to 99 degrees. And then you're also going to be able to use that cooling fan with the blue button. Here's your nighttime mode. Here's your oscillating function. Here's that auto mode that you were just talking about. And when it's in auto mode, it's just going to sense when there's a change in air quality, and it will automatically react. Here are your 10 different airflow settings. And then when you push the I, that's going to give you the information like the temperature in your room or show you what kinds of pollutants.
All right here, super easy to read. I can't even work the remote control for my television. This is super simple, and it's all right here. So if you're just joining us, here's the big news. You're getting not only the filter in the unit itself, you're getting an additional filter, which, depending on how dirty your air is, we can't say it'll last exactly this long because we don't know what's in your air and how hard it's gonna have to work. It will tell you though, when it's time to change the filter. And Debbie, I think a good rule of thumb would be per filter, how long in the average house?
Generally about a year. Obviously, it's going to depend on your own circumstances, how dirty your home is. If you have a smoker in your home, it may...
Right, you're not going to get... So you could, in normal circumstances,
about a year,
you could get about 2 years of filtration here. If your air is super dirty or, it might be less. If you have nobody ever coming in your house and it's just taking care of a little bit of dust, it'll be longer.
Right.
But here's what I want you to know. What you're saving, this should be about $610. You're getting it home for under $400. And it's constantly sensing, right?
Yes, always sensing, automatically reacting. So cleaning the air for you, whether you're cooling or you're heating, it doesn't matter. You're always going to get clean air because James Dyson said, if we're going to be moving this much air throughout your space, 76 gallons per second of air, if we're going to move that much air, why in the world would we want to be spreading dirty air throughout the room?
And you think
I want to show you how efficient it is, because I think when we talk about a space heater, a lot of us have experienced something like this that we plug in and we have to wait a very long time for anything to happen. That's because hot air rises, right? So there's nothing actively pushing the heat out of this unit. It just takes a while to warm up the whole space. And remember, this also is your fan, replacing that dirty ceiling fan, replacing that dirty box fan, and then the air purifier. So instead of having all of these things out, we have one HP10. I'm gonna turn it on right now. Okay, now this has been running on its highest setting, max.
I can see that.
So you can see, right? Now watch, I'm gonna put this thermal paint in front of it because thermal paint is really cool. When it gets warm, it turns white. So let's put the thermal paint in front of this heater that we've had running on high since we set up about an hour ago. Nothing's happening to the paint. That's because, again, it's emitting the hot air, so the hot air is rising, but it's not pushing it forward.
It's not that air multiplier technology.
Now, we just turned this guy on.
Okay.
Okay, now wait till I come here. I put the same paint in front of this, and look, you're gonna see right away, see that? It's starting to get white. That's because it's instantly getting warm.
And wait,
It's
I'm going to say that
effective.
number again because I thought this was fascinating. It's delivering the equivalent of 76 gallons per second of smooth yet powerful airflow. So that's when it's hot and you
Yes.
want the, I mean, when you want the heat.
feel
It
it.
also is a really great fan and it is an
Absolutely.
air purifier. So it does come with all the bells and whistles. It also comes with that extra filter, which could, in normal use, will get you about 2 years worth of filtration here. We're saving you $210. That's the bottom line. We've also put it on Easy Pay, so you get it home not for $610. You get to start using it for $80, and we're shipping it to you for free, which, because it's big, would normally be over $17. That's going to be on us. But it is really amazing because the idea that you can set the temperature you want.
Yep.
And you can turn on that air purifier. So you don't have to walk around the house saying, I wonder if my air's bad quality right now, or it's a little chilly in here. I better turn the heater on. Let it just plug it in and it will sense it for you. And you're showing us the timer
the
right there
timer
too.
function, the night mode, it will automatically do all the thinking for you. And that's the beauty of it. Because
Yes, and I do appreciate you can just turn it on or off if you want.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
keep my Dysons just in auto mode, and I let them decide when it's time to clean my air. And in this case, then heat and cool as well.
Yes, it's awesome. It keeps everybody in the home comfortable. Even the pets will park themselves near this because it brings that comfort to your home, but it also brings that clean air, and that is so important. We can't see air pollution. If we could, every single home would have one of these, right? Because everybody would realize.
We'd all freak out if we could see it.
Yes, but I'm sure you've experienced that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the sunlight comes in your window and you see all these floating particles.
Yeah, but also pet dander, pollen, bacteria, mold, smoke. That's what this takes care of, while it also heats and cools your room. And the first time that it's sitting in the corner quiet and you spray something or you cook something and you hear it come on, you'll know it's cleaning the air, purifying the air, so your lungs don't have to. It is priceless to me, but by the way, you are saving over $210. So this should be about $609.98. We're doing it for $399.98 on Easy Pay, $80 with that free shipping and handling. Debbie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can't believe you can get a Dyson